Hi, welcome to the Career Corner. My name is Heather Swift, and I'm delighted to be your host. The purpose of the Career Corner is to help people move from career distress to career success. Today, we'll be looking at how to put your best fashion foot forward with our personal certified image consultant and stylist, Carrie Cordero. Carrie, welcome to the Career Corner.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, there's a lot of style mispas and fashion faux pas out there, so I'm happy that you can be with us today.
Oh, so glad to share.
There are many people I think we all see, especially being so close to New York City. There is a phrase I think applies, and it is, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
So what are some tips we can kick off with making sure we don't look like we got dressed in the dark, and making sure that we know that clothing fits appropriately? Sometimes things change and things don't fit, and we still have that pair of high school jeans. We're like, someday I'll be in them.
Yes.
So talk to me about some of this, please.
Okay. Actually, the first thing that I always like to tell my clients, or just anybody who's asking, is to pay attention to the colors that are in your hair, your skin, and your eyes especially. You want to focus. You want people to focus on your eyes when they're looking at you. It's the place where you get the most meaning when you're talking. And so if you match the colors in your clothing, especially around your face, to your eyes and your hair, you will look fabulous.
So I try to do a lot of blues because of that. I know the blue factor.
And I noticed tonight your
you
suit
did.
is lovely.
You said, I like your suit. I said, thank you so
your
much.
eyes are shining.
I was like, yay, we can continue with the show.
Right. Karen said yes.
So how do people go about finding out that information if they don't know?
Well, certainly they can call somebody like me.
Okay, that's one. That's
Not
good.
to
Yeah.
do too much self-promotion. We do color analysis, or you can probably go to somebody in a department store that you think really has a good eye, somebody who's been there for a while, and try different things on. You can also hold different clothes up to your up against your face and see which ones make you look happy rather than sad, or rested rather than kind of tired. You will see a difference.
So really colors can make you look more rested or more tired. I haven't really heard that before. That's interesting.
Oh yes, absolutely. If you're wearing the wrong colors, shadows gather in of course, none of us have, in cruel places. None of us have lines, but
but if we did,
if you did, it would
gather.
Yes.
I'll have to look into that. Are there any? Sometimes we talk about getting diagnosed with if you're spring, winter, summer, fall. Does that application apply? Is that a real science of color and study?
It actually is.
Okay.
Color has just very quickly 6 properties. It's warm and cool, deep and light, or bright or muted. And when we drape people, image consultants or people who are certified in color analysis, when we drape people, we are actually narrowing down the colors to see which of those types you're fitting into.
And you were trained at FIT, correct?
Actually, I've been trained in 3 places.
Oh, where?
I went to FIT and completed their image consulting certification program.
Oh, nice.
I took a test through my professional association, which is the AICI.
Okay.
And then also I went to color analysis training with the IRRC in New York City.
Okay.
Image Resource Center of New York City.
Okay. So that has kind of helped prop you up. Now, I love when I have people on the show talking about their careers and how they transitioned out, because clearly you weren't born doing this right out of college.
No, certainly not.
So how did you realize you had a knack for this? Because it is a skill to help people and be able to give honest feedback in a way that helps save the ego, but also prepare people for their job or for their style and to the workplace. So how did you know that you were good at this, and how did you transition into this field?
I'll be perfectly honest, I had no idea that I was good at this. I used to tell my brother, back when we were 10, God gave you belt loops, wear a belt, Michael.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought that was important at 10, but I've always had an eye and always been looking. But I was working in corporate sales in New York City, big job. I was the director of the department, and I called my husband one day, it was a Tuesday, and I said, please, 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 can I come home? You're
like, I'm done.
I'm done. It was like, I'm done. And I thought the thing that I love is clothes. So I'm going to go take classes at FIT. First, I'm going to take 2 weeks at the beach. And then...
Always important in transitioning. You got to feel rested and ready to recommit.
Get a tan.
Yeah.
Not too much, though. And so I took classes in retail, retail math. I knew that wasn't going to be me. And then stumbled into this image consulting class and started taking all the courses and just knew from...
You just clicked.
It clicked.
Isn't that such a good feeling when that happens? Okay.
I wish that there was a formula. There probably is a formula. But I had gone into sales. I have my master's in English literature. I was everywhere.
So you're the best dressed literature book reader out there.
Exactly.
You're like, look at my colors as I read.
As I read.
Yes.
And read.
That's important.
It is. It's very
well,
important.
when you do create a book someday, that will come into...
Exactly. I'll choose a color that accentuates my eyes. I'll choose a color for the book
cover.
jacket.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely. The book jacket and your personal jacket. So how long did it take from the time you finished to getting customers and clients? Or was that part of your schooling, was to start working with people kind of pro bono before launching your practice?
I took classes. It took me about a year to become certified. I also worked in retail. I worked at Bloomingdale's just to get used to working with people, being on the floor, making assessments and judgments and helping people choose clothes. So that was really, really fabulous experience. And about a year into it, I started with, and this is a great way to start your business, friends and family.
Okay.
Offering the service at the friends and family rate, and getting experience. And I helped my friends and family immensely, and they helped me get out there. And they started to refer me to other people. I do a lot of public speaking. I learn, I teach people, and then I get to meet their friends, and generally people sign up with me after.
Well, I met with you first at one of the events at a mutual friend's house, and it was really neat hearing some of the tips that you share, that you impart. And I have started going through my closet and have been giving away huge tubs of things. And some I've had for like 10, 15 years. How embarrassing that I can say 15 years, but there's that one pair of ripped jeans that you're just, I love. And now some of them I have to say I've moved to the Halloween bin for dress up.
Oh, okay.
But other ones will move on to other people that can use them because there's some nice clothes. But what are some tips when you're looking at tackling the closet that you can share? Because you shared some great points that night. I'd love for you to share them with our audience as they start to refine their style.
Okay. Well, the first tip is to take it in parts. Do the current season because it's right in front of you. You'll get immediate satisfaction out of it, and it takes a lot of work to go through an entire wardrobe. So start with the current season. Start with either work or play clothes or weekend clothes, and go at it. Make sure that the clothes fit you. If it doesn't fit you, it doesn't look good. Let it go.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Exactly. You must say goodbye. If it can't be tailored, let it go.
Okay.
There's somebody out there who can wear it. Let's see. If it can be accessorized and saved. Sometimes a shirt might be in the wrong color for your personal coloring, but if you can put a necklace on or a scarf in between the shirt, then keep it. But if it doesn't, if it makes you look tired or sad, then there's another reason to let it go.
Okay. Okay, so I just had a thought. I want your feedback on this. What to do with the color black? Because we all wear it. We're real close to New York City.
Yes.
It makes us look slimmer. It makes us look feeling like we're slimmer at least. Can everyone pull off black with accessories, or what is the basic teaching on black?
I have to tell you, I actually took a course on how to wear black. I took a course on color, and one of the things they taught us, because we keep up our professional certifications through continuing education, they taught us how to wear black. I get to go to courses on how to wear black.
That's so great.
I love my job. Okay, so this is how you wear black if it's not in your colors. Show some skin between the black and your face.
Okay.
Wear a little bit of extra makeup. Those of us, such as myself, who can't really wear black, it'll just wash you out. You'll disappear, and all the person who's looking at you will see is the shirt or the dress. So wear a little extra lipstick, a little extra eyeshadow, just to make your face pop next to the black.
Okay.
Or you can wear like a lace black, so that your skin shows through the black, so it's not a very heavy, deep black.
Okay. Okay, well that's
wear
good.
it.
Very, very doable advice.
We must wear black.
So don't throw out the black, just know that it's maybe not the best all the time for...
Exactly.
Okay.
How to do it.
Okay.
Do it well. Yes.
That's good. That's very helpful. I think when people are getting ready for interviews, or even when they find themselves advancing in their career, people do get judged by what they're wearing, their style. You know, if you have tattoo piercings and stuff, even if you throw on a Brooks Brothers suit, you're not going to be in place for this. So the bodily accessories also kind of come into play with that. How do you help people assess what their style is?
Well, that's a good question. Well, there's your certain style that you are personally, and your style is an expression of what you believe in and your history, what you love. And then there's the style of the office that you need to fit into. So you have to combine the two. And it's a tricky thing to do, but if you don't let a bit of your own personal style into the workplace dress code, you lose a bit of yourself. You leave something on the table.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
People kind of either just pass you by, they don't see you, you're just another person in a suit, or they might wonder, why isn't she, and then they go on. They just go on. But if, you have a little bit of a, say you're a lawyer, and you have to wear the suit, you have to wear the navy suit with the correct pumps, but there's a little bit of a romantic flair, in your personality. It's okay to wear a very light pink silk blouse underneath your suit.
Kind of soften the hard edges, something.
Exactly, soften it. Pearls, they're very romantic, but they're okay in the office. So, wear your pearls. There's ways to bring color or certain fabrics or accessories into your workplace wardrobe that will let your own personality shine through.
Okay. There are some tips I want us to get to. We'll be going for a break in about a minute. But in looking at the different seasons and what happens for summer casual versus Friday casual versus, just back falls over or fall's just beginning and it's time to get back into the full business dress. We actually, I know of someone who was paid to go into a company because they were getting rid of business casual and they were started offering sales at Brooks Brothers because they wanted people to go back and shop to put more formal. So when we come back and we tackle the different kinds of dress and tips for also when you're interviewing, I think how to figure out what the culture is.
Yes, absolutely. Very important.
That would be great. Okay,
yes.
Great. Thank you, Carrie.
All right, thank you.
We'll be taking a break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking with Carrie Cordero, personal stylist, about the different kinds of dress and how to make sure that you're dressed for success.
It's so easy to get caught up in the rush of things. Managing school, your job, and your friends can be a full-time task, especially when you're starting to drive. But the one thing teenagers don't understand is that combining the two means dangerous driving, not only to you, but to the others around you. Don't drive dangerously.
Hi, welcome back to the Career Corner. My name's Heather Swift, and I'm here today with Carrie Cordero, certified stylist and image consultant. We are going to be talking about how to dress for success throughout summer, winter, fall, all the different seasons and different industries. So Carrie, this is a big deal. Summer is upon us and people are told, great, summer casual's here. What are some do's and don'ts when one hears that? That could be career limiting, especially when interviewing.
Oh, thank you so much for asking. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, believe me. I don't want to see it.
People hear, oh, it's Friday casual day, or we're going to business casual for the summer, and they immediately think, oh, great, I get to wear my jeans.
And the flip-flops.
It's terrible. Starting with the jeans, they think, oh, I'll wear my jeans. And I don't even notice the flip-flops. The jeans are so
bad. And there are different kinds of jeans that. Let's even talk about that.
Point.
Yes.
They pull their gardening jeans out and they get on the train and they go to New York. And they don't wear a belt. The jeans are not dark. They're not pressed. They're not neat. They're not presentable. Presentable meaning, you can meet with somebody maybe of your next level above, or a client or a guest who's in the offices. Even though it's business casual, you still need to look. And I have four things: presentable, neat, not overly revealing. You know, it doesn't mean pull out your T-shirt with the racer back and wear it to the office. And you should still be minimally accessorized. You don't have to go too far, but you still need to have the belt that matches the shoes.
A little something.
A little something to pull your outfit together. You're still at work.
And I have found, depending on the industry, I mean, we have some friends here that are very creative. They can look grunge all the time, but that's very specific to advertising or certain companies that are very media oriented. So they have like the papal blessing to do whatnot.
Yes, and they should, because that's their industry.
But for all of us other folks in that bucket, you know, I have had friends who during business casual, summer casual, they had a full suit on the back of the door because you never knew when a client was going to be coming in, a new prospect, etc. And they'd have to really dress the part. And all of a sudden they're like, oh no, I'm in my flip-flops and my, you know, almost Daisy Duke-like skirt going, I'm reliving Texas days and I really have to get professional. And I think bosses still, you're always being judged.
Always.
We'd like to think we have, after so many years, we have free clearance to do whatever we wish, but that's not the case. You agree with that?
Absolutely. You're always promoting yourself at work. You're always trying to do better. You're always trying to get the next level position. You're always trying to achieve.
Just keep your job these days.
Or keep your job. Just be one of the people still left in the office.
And unless you're in an industry where less is more and you keep your job in a special way, but that's normally not legal.
Right.
Yes, so we don't want to go there. So in addition to some of the summer tips, what does business casual mean when companies say that? And then when it switches back again, what are the real differences so people don't get caught up when they're interviewing during off months?
Well, it all depends on the industry, of course. But let's just take a Fortune 500 company. People normally either wear suits or they wear matched separates. So, you know, like a pair of work pants and a jacket. And then suddenly the company goes to business casual for the summer, or for the Fridays. It still means wearing an office appropriate shoe. You might say closed toe. Pumps, or you might say you can wear the open toe, but let's not wear flip-flops or just strappy sandals.
Or wear them to work, but have a nicer pair.
Have a nice pair ready to go.
I've done that just to walk faster, but you got to switch them. Yeah.
But even, you know, I look at people walking across town in this beautiful suit, in flip-flops. And I always thought, wow, you look kind
You're like, hey, Debbie Downer.
Exactly.
Yeah. You lost me at the shoes.
You lost me at the shoes.
You had me on the low, you lost me at your shoes.
Or when people wear beautiful suits and they don't buy the accessories to go with. I mean, even if it's business casual, it's summertime, you still need the right bag to go to work. You can't just grab your canvas tote, which really goes to the beach with you. We all know that. You need to have a summer casual bag, a lightweight or a light colored bag that works for the office. Otherwise, for 3 months out of the year, people aren't going to take you seriously.
Yeah, you're looking frumpy.
You're looking, or too revealing or messy. And, you know, everybody's always looking.
No, it's true. And we found that part of what Lee Harrison does is helping people through career transition. That's a big part of the 3 parts of our business. And we have people that come in to service, and we have a woman has to tell them this is business casual, not like summertime at the beach here, because they're also networking with other people that are landing and getting jobs. So you really want people to take you seriously even in that environment. So people think when they're out of work, or if you're still looking for a job, I can dress however I want. But when you are networking and you're showing up, you need to dress the part, put on your style hat, and show up as if you could run out the door for an interview or to meet someone they want to introduce you to. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Even people who work around town, or, you know, they have a business that is in town, they still need to dress somewhat of the part when they're out during the day, because you have no idea who you're going to run into. You could be at dinner and you could see the person who's going to hand you your next big contract, and you know, had your hair up in a ponytail and you didn't put your makeup on, and that person doesn't, like I said, doesn't even notice you, doesn't even see you, and then you don't get the business.
Or they think, well, maybe, especially if it's a marketing type of opportunity or social,
sales,
social front facing in that way. It does all make a difference. Do you find that there are certain brands that are better for business, for men or for women, when it can still be business appropriate, but yet more casual? Are there any brands that come to mind for you? And like we know Brooks Brothers with suits, but they also have a great line for men and women on the casual side of life. So they've kind of been masters of that. Are there any other brands that you think are more specific towards men or women that might come to mind for people if they're looking on how to step back away from the suit during the summertime?
You know, I really love Tahari. In fact, I was just...
and you can go to the outlets for Tahari also. And there is the other kind of Tahari on sale. So there's not just the...
Right.
Yeah.
Or you can just go to Macy's. I was in there today, and Tahari will have a suit, and then they'll also have the matched T-shirt, so that you know you can pull the T-shirt over into the suit, and you very much make your suit casual when you throw a T-shirt on underneath it.
That's a great idea.
And you know, a casual look, like just a flat with that suit, and suddenly you look put together, you look neat, presentable, you're fully covered, but you look like it's summer in the city, which you still have to look like that. You just can't look like your shoulders and your legs.
Tattoos revealed in all places.
Right.
What are some great success stories you'd love to share? If there's even top 2 of when you've worked with clients and what has been the aha moment that keeps you doing this?
Gosh, my aha moments are in the dressing room. What I do for women or men who I take shopping, I set up a dressing room for them, put a little bottle of water, you know, just to kind of keep them going, and choose the clothes from the store. So they can just kind of walk into the dressing room, and they don't have to shop. They can look at what I pulled for them with my professional eye. And they'll try on clothes, and we'll look at the outfit together. And when they start to, like, I call it, they preen a little. They get, like, their shoulders go. They stand there like, wow, I look great. And I just get the best feeling. They're happy in their clothes.
Because they're finding something that works well for all the different areas.
All their body shape, the colors in their face, the patterns and the scale match their features. And they look great, and they feel confident and happy. And if they walked out of that dressing room in that moment, they'd land the job.
Clothes do that.
They
people call it the
make
power
you.
suit, but it's really almost an energy that comes through in your style of feeling, you know what, I feel at home in this, and I feel like my best self.
You want to surround yourself with the things that you love. People buy cars and electronics and TVs because they love them. And they know what they want out of other things in their lives. They can choose clothes in the same way. I love that color, or I love that pattern, or the drape of that fabric feels perfect on my skin.
Have you had to help people that were like loving something, but you're like, oh, it's so bad though, you know, or this really doesn't fit you, and have you had to do that?
Yes.
That's like the tough love.
Yes. I always try. I try to be very kind and gentle, always. And I'll just say to them, well, what if we did it this way? And I just shift it a little bit. Or, I'll say, well, what do you think of that color against your skin? And then they'll see. I let them see it themselves.
Yes.
I kind of point their
That's one of
eye
our
that
coaching
direction.
practices, ask, don't tell.
Yes.
Come out with the innate wisdom from within, saves the client relationship.
Allows them to learn and see it themselves.
That's
Let
very
them be the
good.
ones to say it.
Besides the shopping expeditions, what else do you do for clients that come to you?
Well, we start out with an image analysis. We go through what's your lifestyle, what are your preferences in terms of fabrics and colors, figure out what their, people might have injuries that they have to dress around, like I have a bad back, so I really can't wear high heels.
Okay.
Find out everything about what goes into getting them dressed. And then we'll go to the closet. And we'll start taking it all out.
All apart and
Take it
tackling.
apart,
Okay.
exactly. And then put it back together. I'll take pictures, we'll make outfits while we're taking the stuff out. Stuff that works, we'll make an outfit, take a picture so that they record it. They have, you know, they can always go back.
That's a nice idea.
It's great.
And didn't you teach us that we only use, was it 20% of our clothes?
20%.
Which is so sad.
It's so sad. I mean, there's still, you know, that evening dress that you need to have for once a year, but really, you only really wear 20%. And if you look in your closet, you will see clothes, every single one of us will see clothes with tags on them, or clothes that maybe we wore once and tried and just put it back.
So you have clients all around South Orange, Maplewood, different areas of New Jersey that you travel to?
Yes. Actually, my card says South Orange and Rumson.
Okay.
My family's from Rumson, so I know a lot of people down there. A lot of my business is word of mouth.
Okay.
So I know people down there, and then I know people up here. So
That's great. Well, we talk about doing things environmentally sound to clean up the hood. So this is another nice way of helping make the world a more beautiful place.
Yes, exactly.
By how we dress. We only have about a minute or so left. So I wanted to ask if there was a book that you find is like really hot off the presses now about fashion or an icon, what would you recommend people get?
Thank you for asking that. I'm in love with Michelle, well, all right, I'm not in love with Michelle Obama, her husband.
You're not her stalker, but yeah, but you appreciate her style.
So appreciate her style.
Yeah.
There's a book out called Everyday, I had it, the Everyday Icon.
Oh yes, Everyday Icon.
The Everyday Icon. And it shows how she is using style to promote what's important to her and who she really is.
Mm-hmm.
She wears her cardigans and it says, I'm a mom. She belts them up and she says, I am a lawyer and I am in charge. She wears these wild patterns and big colors together and it says, I'm happy and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
She wears paste necklaces and pins that say, I don't care about where I'm coming from. I don't care about whose money. I don't care about the past. I care about where I'm going and how I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Class and
All
dignity.
through her style. That's so neat. Because I wanted to at least leave a book with that, or with our audience.
Yes.
As a reference to, because she is so great.
She's
I think
fabulous.
she has a nice fan club, and
Everyday
she's
icon.
definitely making the White House look better and better.
She is.
One outfit at a time.
Yes, she's
and
fixing
one,
our country.
One cause at a time. Yes,
Right.
yes, which is
One
good.
look at a time.
Well, we're just about out of time, so thank you so much for being on the Career Corner and for sharing
Thank
all of
you.
your wisdom. And the name of your business is?
The First Look, Image Consulting and Personal Styling.
Great, and we have your website right here on the screen.
Wonderful.
How about
Thank
that?
you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you all for turning into the Career Corner. My name is Heather Swift, and until we meet again, I wish you much career success. Check us out on YouTube.